Hey all, welcome to Travel with Carter. My name is Ian Carter, and thanks so much for stopping in and checking me out. Today we're going to South Africa. I'm going to show you around the country and some of the sites and adventures I got up to. Just want to give you a little bit of background on the channel. So I am planning to go to every country on Earth, and I'm going to make a episode for the remaining countries I've not been to. So this is country number 30, and I will continue on until I get to 197. And yeah, there's very few people that have gone to every country on Earth. There's maybe a few hundred total, and I am traveling as somebody that has type 1 diabetes, so I've had that for 25 years, and there may only be a few people that have actually gone to every country in the world while having type 1 diabetes. All right, here I am in Johannesburg Airport, and I'm on my way to Kruger National Park. Beautiful scenery all throughout, a lot of plantations of bananas, macadamia nuts, almonds, and yeah, many other local fruits. It was beautiful, hilly, and 4 hour drive. Once we got there, we started off at Blythe River Canyon. So Blythe River Canyon is the third biggest canyon in the world, and it's yeah just breathtaking. So this is called the Three Rondelles, the three circular houses. This was my guide Michael. He was a lot of fun. We had a lot of laughs. He stayed at the lodge with me, so he was my guide for the 3 days, and yeah, a lot of fun. So again, more shots of this gorgeous Blythe River Canyon. Again, it's just absolutely massive, huge cliffs and mountains and beautiful river down below. So here we're at Bork's Luck Potholes, and this is a beautiful waterfall on my left or our left, and then down on the right. This is potholes that have been created over millions of years by the force of the water, and just this whole area, they're all really close together, these different lookouts and different locations, but just absolutely a beautiful part of the world. I really enjoyed it. Just breathtaking here. I've had about 10 pinch me moments since I've been here. Let's see behind there. Beautiful. Okay, so this is one of my favorite parts of the whole trip. It's called God's Window, and ordinarily it's a great lookout point. I had a little bit of bad luck that day, but it was a lot of fun. I almost lost my hat, almost lost my cell phone, but it was beautiful. We just didn't get the view. So um, you can see the wind coming up here shortly. Here they call this the Stairway to Heaven. So yeah, just nice jungle. And here is me trying to hang on. Again, normally behind me, all you see is white today. Normally it's a big, beautiful valley, and almost comical how bad the view was. But we lucked out in other ways on the trip with safari and other items, so I really cannot complain at all. And yeah, it was quite enjoyable. And apparently, we were one of the few bad days they get all year up there. So um, just one of those things you have to kind of laugh it off. I am in the rainforest at God's Window, and yeah, it's just lush gardens, and dense fog is blown in. Visibility is terrible, but really enjoying it. This is really nice. It's cool, maybe 18, 15 degrees Celsius, and a little rainy. I got multiple long sleeve shirts on and a hoodie, and I've had to have the hoodie up a few times, and got the hat backwards because it's windy as all heck right now. So I am really enjoying this trip here. So they call it the panorama uh, trip or tour, and we've seen 5 amazing sites just outside of Hazy View, which is where I'm staying, um, right near Kruger. Okay, this is the room. It's nice, beautiful wardrobe. Everything all custom made. Some nice wooden statues of the animals I'm going to see very shortly, hopefully. And then just your average bathroom. Day two was a full day safari, and we started off with a beautiful sunrise as we drove into the park. God's window was closed the day before, but it was most certainly open today, so we were very, very fortunate. This is a lookout point near the entrance to the park where we came in. Very high elevation and just a great vantage point to be able to look and see just how big the park is. And it reminded me of The Lion King, where they say, our land is anywhere where the sun touches, and it just shows how big the park is. And I really, really enjoyed it. Had a lot of Lion King memories while I was there. So next is a sign with the big five. That is a spotting board that they have all throughout the park, so people can help each other out. Put the magnets where they saw the wildlife or the big five last. Little baby zebra. Again, I was incredibly lucky. This is a leopard. I was able to see two. Wildebeest. That was a whole family. Many, many, many giraffes. So this is another one of the big five. This is called the Cape Buffalo. I saw a ton of them. They're very dangerous and have killed a lot of people over the years. That's why they make it to the big five. These crocodiles were almost posing for us. We saw probably a couple dozen of them intermixed with the hippos. This was the second leopard of the day, and again, just a very picturesque shot of them relaxing in the tree. Um, this is a elephant. There was a second one hidden around the tree, but yeah, just grazing and having a good time. Coming up here, we got a sassy zebra, not a care in the world, taking his time to cross the street. Same thing with these giraffes. They were one at a time, just slowly crossing the street and giving us all a good show. And I really like watching him run away after he made his kind of comical run here. So made me laugh a little bit and just awkward to run, but beautiful, beautiful animal. Here's some hippos. Again, we saw a bunch of those. Those are one of the most dangerous animals in Africa when people are trying to collect. Here is a beautiful family of baboons. You see a few babies, a big male, and a bunch of females as well. So it's a nice family, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. They're very noisy. They were throwing feces at us by the time we left, so they were a handful to say the least. So something that they're beautiful to see, but here, because I was so fortunate to see it twice, I had to put it in twice. So here's that beautiful leopard again, just hanging out on the tree, having a great day. Here's a herd of elephants. Again, I was very fortunate and able to see dozens and dozens of them. So here's a nice big herd just hanging out, having a nice, relaxing meal, enjoying the sunshine. This is all early in the morning, so a lot of grazing going on. This is a distant shot, but I was incredibly lucky to see the rare white rhino. You can see it coming towards us, and I was blown away by that. That was a really, really fun highlight. And then I was getting so lucky, the animals were posing for me, so I had to start taking some selfies with them. Here on the side, you'll see the leopard. We followed it along the road for a better part of 3 or 5 minutes. I was just blown away. At first, it was hidden in the trees. You couldn't really see him too well, and then he came out. You could kind of see more and more of him, and then he was right beside us. And then, of course, similar to the elephant, I had to try to do a selfie with giraffe. I attempted it with in the background there is. So I saw this all over Johannesburg. Fruits and veggies being grown in public spaces. This is a tomato plant growing at the OR Tambo Airport. And next is a statue of him. So he was a anti-apartheid politician who was president of South Africa um, in the 60s and 70s. So beautiful statue at the airport. Of course, have to have a couple beers in every country. This is a castle lager. Former Cape Town, and sometimes weird things happen, like they let you off the plane and there's no bus or anything to take you around, so you just stand on the tarmac and hope that somebody shows up soon. All part of the fun of travel. So many people told me I had to go to Cape Town, and I'm so glad they did. It was absolutely stunning from the time I got there. I was loving it. So here's a picture of me at the boardwalk. I'm only about almost 17,000 kilometers from home. Hey y'all, so this is in Cape Town, just Victoria Wharf it's called, and you can see the wharf behind me, just a beautiful part of Cape Town right on the water. And it's a Monday, holiday Monday, and yeah, it's busy, beautiful day, nice and warm, probably 30 degrees Celsius, and yeah, I'm just here having a nice little walk around. It's just gorgeous. The weather's perfect, but yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit I didn't share on my first video, and that is that I have type 1 diabetes. So I've had it for about 25 years, and it's something that I deal with while traveling. And I'm sure a lot of you watching have it or know somebody with it. So, but one thing I will say is I like to treat myself when I do have sugar lows. Because I can't always be having sweets and especially fruit juices. So I'm having this passion fruit cocktail. My sugar was getting a little bit low, and right before dinner, so it's really nice. I can't remember the last time I had passion fruit, but the fruit here is incredibly fresh and delicious, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's something that I personally do. So next up, this is my experience at Robben Island. Highly recommend going. You can do a half-day trip there, and it's about a 45-minute boat ride from the wharf in Cape Town. So yeah, very surreal feeling. If you don't know much about it, this was the prison that they kept the political prisoners in. The gentleman in the red hat, his name is John, and he was there as a teenager. He's now in his 60s, and he was able to share a ton of stories and insight, and just yeah, it was a very eye-opening experience. Nelson Mandela spent a good amount of time there. There's a photo of him, and yeah, just very surreal. Again, beautiful part of the world, but just hard to believe what went on there. So at Robben Island here, very surreal feeling, but absolutely gorgeous. The view of Table Mountain behind me there. It's yeah, just probably they said one of the best views you can get in all of South Africa. So it's about 7 kilometers directly behind, and that's what made the island so effective. Similar to Alcatraz in San Francisco, where people would rarely risk swimming because it's shark-infested waters and quite choppy. So it's a challenge. This is Nelson Mandela's cell, where everybody sells, and they are very tiny. Beautiful view, but the waves are pretty aggressive here, so it would take a lot to want to jump in and swim 7 kilometers. Here we are at the beautiful Table Mountain, which is one of the 7 new wonders of the world. I did the lazy way and took the cable car up and had lunch at the top, but you can definitely hike if you'd like. On the Table Mountain cable car, and it rotates the whole time up. So it's if you're scared of heights, it makes you a little nauseous with the rotating viewpoint as well. Interesting. So once I made it up to the top, I decided to have a nice lunch. So this was a borrower's sausage and fries, and a nice castle lager, ice cold, and could not beat the view. So highly recommend it. Again, you can hike up here to the top if you'd like. I think it's a 3 or 4 hour hike each way. And then, yeah, you can stop for lunch, reward yourself. The nature just did not stop, even all the way up at the top of the mountain. You got a lizard right there. And yeah, the views were just stunning all the way around, able just to see the tons of city as well as beaches. And again, just incredible mountains and the mountain range in the distance. You get some of the best selfies in the world. Please, please, please do yourself a favor and get on a double-decker bus ride. The views are incredible. It is fairly reasonably priced. And yeah, you get a good look of all of Cape Town, some of the multi-million-dollar homes, some of the incredible beaches. It was really, really worth it. So here I'm doing a shark dive, and we're just doing the paperwork. And that is a blue whale skeleton they have on the roof of this building. And here we go diving.
Okay, so we got this bucket of chum at the back of the boat. It's just steady dripping into the ocean to attract the sharks. So great whites are incredibly rare. They haven't seen it here since last June. So we are looking for bronze whale, and hopefully we get some luck. So we are hanging out, and I'm going to be the first one in the cage. So we're gonna go groups of 8 at a time, and I'm the first one in, so looking forward to it.
Doing a great job. Any last words?
Wish me luck.
Want to go first or after?
You would go first. Okay. Oh, I go first?
Yeah.
Thank
There
you.
you go, you're very welcome.
All right.
Ja.
En dan worden niet hit bij je
Right,
body
and then
temperature.
just all the way to the right for us. We're going to get the last.
Wat helpt is plassen.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing.
What is that in freedom unit?
And the water is 11.
What is that in Fahrenheit?
Double, I think. Right? Fahrenheit? Double. No?
Like 45 maybe?
Boy,
You're kidding.
that cold?
I think so. Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh.
I know 0 is 32,
That's
so
correct,
yeah, maybe 45 or 50.
Boy. Put your chin up on the cage because of visibility. So I was there just like face just like completely poking out. Have some of that. You're just praying though, aren't you? Like, I want a great white.
So the one thing everything in this town is based on is white sharks. So you see White Shark Diving Company, the boat's named White Shark. Yet they haven't seen a white shark since June of last year. So there's not many around anymore because of the orcas. So the orcas were eating them and attacking them, and they have since moved elsewhere. So that's one downfall, but still lots of other shark species around. And what we were diving with bronze whaler shark, which was a little more relaxed shark and not quite as dangerous, and they also are in a herd, so you're able to see a lot, or the chances of seeing them are greater improved. And yeah, they're about 8 feet, and is a great.
Hey, thanks again for taking the time to watch it. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast making it, and highly recommend visiting South Africa if you get the chance. It's a gorgeous country. Please, if you liked it, give it a like on YouTube. If you really liked it, please subscribe and share it with your friends if you wouldn't mind. I have 167 more of these to make, and there's going to be a couple coming every month. So please stay tuned and keep on watching. Stay golden.